After spending all week in California, the Patriots made themselves at home in San Diego. At Qualcomm Stadium, the sea of Pats fans made it seem even more like Gillette Stadium West. It wasn't pretty last night, but the Patriots weathered the storm and got a pivotal 23-14 win over the Chargers. There was plenty to nitpick at: the red zone deficiencies in the first half, turnovers including Brandon LaFell's fumble and Tom Brady's errant interception, and of course the controversial Brandon Browner penalty that negated a touchdown. But after all that, the Pats were resilient, the defense leading the way to a win that keeps them in the driver's seat for the AFC's top spot. Rhode Island football prides itself on resiliency and passion, and lucky for them, they don't have to look very far for inspiration. Well, Rhodey fans, Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and while the men's basketball team is preparing for a big conference matchup game on Saturday against St. Louis, we got to hear what they think about the romantic holiday. Rhode Island women's basketball is comprised of many diverse athletes from all over the country, and one player in particular even has experience on the international stage. Junior guard Tara Melendez took her skills to Puerto Rico this past summer, where she played for their national team. It was an opportunity of a lifetime that she deemed as a dream come true. Week 12 here at Gillette Stadium, and the Patriots improved to 9-2 on the season after a 34-9 win over the Detroit Lions. The Patriots sit comfortably at first place in the AFC East after a game that head coach Bill Belichick was extremely proud of. Rhode Island baseball is just 8 days away from opening day, and while it's still cold and snowy here in Rhode Island, they'll get to escape this cold for a little bit and head down south where they'll begin their season at the University of Florida. We got to talk with a few of the players and hear their thoughts as the 2015 season approaches. Welcome inside Meade Stadium, where the Rams are currently getting set to face the University of New Hampshire Wildcats. Now, the last time the Rams prevailed against the Wildcats was 4 years ago here in Rhode Island. Next up for the Patriots, they'll face the 8-3 Green Bay Packers on the road the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Reporting from Gillette Stadium, I'm Courtney Guidal, Eyewitness Sports. It appears the John Lester free agency signing is imminent, as in today or tomorrow. Fox's Ken Rosenthal is saying Lester has narrowed down his list to the Giants and the Cubs. So does this mean the Red Sox are definitely out? Stay tuned as this continues to develop. Former Celtic Paul Pierce bringing his Wizards team into the Garden. Fourth quarter sees her up 10 off the miss. It's Pierce knocking down the three. He had 16 points, pulling the Wizards within 7. Under a minute to go, Boston up just 1. Jeff Green to an open Avery Bradley in the corner. 3 ball is good to put the Celts up by 4. Last chance for Washington. John Wall throws it away. That would lead to a Jeff Green layup to seal it. Celtics win their 3rd game in a row, 101-93. It's rival week in college hoops in Rhode Island. While URI is already thinking about Wednesday's matchup at PC. At the Dunk, the Friars first have to worry about their matchup with Brown. The series has been terrific in recent years. Brown won by a single point in 2012. Last year, the Friars held off the Bears by just 4 points. Expect another good one tonight. A late tip, 9 p.m. from the Dunk. Highlights at 10 and 11. Women's hoops, Daniela Force and URI visiting PC, a precursor for Wednesday's men's game. Rams trying to make it 5 wins in a row using their D early. Charisse Wilson the steal, and then hits the pull-up jumper to extend the Rhodey lead. Friars some D of their own. Sarah Beal with the steal. Up ahead to Alexis Harris. She led the Friars with 18 points, but too much Rhodey. Wilson had a game high of 22 points. URI won 63-56, their longest winning streak in 11 years. Welcome back to the Sports Wrap. I'm Courtney Guidal, joined by our Eyewitness Sports Patriots insider, Andy Grash. I'm here with Nick Greenwood, current pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. Nick, you pitched in 19 games last year with the Cardinals. How has the journey been for you since you left URI? I'm here with Charlie McKeeman. Charlie, you currently lead the team with 3 touchdowns, one of the favorite targets for the quarterback. Did you see yourself being such a crucial part of the offense coming into the season? Hey, Coach, 2-0 start to the season. Have you guys taken time this week to kind of soak it in, enjoy the wins, or has it been fresh start, clean slate mentality?
I think we're, right.
3 of the past 4 games you guys have spent on the road. How important is it to come back home and get to play such a big game on home turf? Logan Mankin's trade a couple weeks ago, obviously a huge blow to the Patriots. Mm-hmm. On the other end of that deal, Tim Wright, how do you see him faring with the Patriots? Do you see him contributing long term?
I do, because
Coach Hurley is clear in his expectations of this team, hard work and character. Has that been the focal point for you guys this season so far?
Oh, yeah.
Right, now you're from California, you go to school in Kansas. What's it like being out here on the East Coast? You were actually in the library yesterday handing out donuts. Is that kind of way to lighten the mood for you and relieve some stress before the game?
yeah, I mean, coach.
All right, and speaking of tight ends, Gronk's return, what are your thoughts on that? Did you seem timid out there, or was it the same old Gronk?
I liked Gronk. I don't know why the hell they.
We're coming off a 17-inning game against Plymouth. I'm sure you almost knew you were going to get into pitch. How are your nerves during that game? Now you're from California. You go to school in Kansas. What's it like being out here on the East Coast?
It's cool. That's one of the things I wanted to do while playing college ball was go to the West Coast, live in the Midwest, and then be able to experience the East Coast.
Which Hurley implements a very aggressive style of play, attacking at both ends of the court. Does that require any extra conditioning for you guys?
Oh yeah.
You've obviously dedicated a lot of your life to football. Aside from football, talk about some hobbies you have. TJ, as a senior, you've experienced 2 different coaching staffs here at URI. Talk about the progression of the program you've seen over your past 4 years here. And you've taken time out of your schedule to talk to these players here at URI and kind of give them pointers. What has been your advice to them during the time you've been here? Playing Nebraska on Saturday, a nationally ranked team. Has the preparation for you guys been any different this week? All right, and speaking of tight ends, Gronk's return, what are your thoughts on that? Did you seem timid out there, or was it the same old Gronk?
I liked Gronk. I don't know why the hell they didn't play him in the third quarter, quite honestly.
And if you missed it over the weekend, high school football champions were crowned. Hendricken won their 5th straight D1 title, avenging their loss to LaSalle earlier this season. Moses Brown took the D2 title. Middletown and Burrillville also won championships. And in Massachusetts, Dartmouth beat Melrose to win the D3 state championship. That's a look at sports. I'm Courtney Guidal. Have a good night, everybody.